Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here. You guys, we have so much to talk about. We got a Meghan spotting. I'm using air quotes there because it was definitely on purpose. I need to talk to you for about 4 hours about this. You know, it's ticking that one off. I think it's hilarious. This one's in big trouble, it sounds like, for potentially, maybe allegedly destroying some evidence. Whoopsie. Is that why he's talking about Diana again, possibly dining out on her memory? We'll talk about that. And the lemon rats are still mad about this, and I'm finding it particularly funny. So we'll talk about that. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Jen. Honk, honk, everyone. All right, let's start with this Meghan stuff because I wasn't even sure that it was Meghan at first. So you're telling me this person just happened to be on a walk and happened to realize, oh, hey, there's Meghan. And Meghan's totally fine with a commoner being near her and filming. I call BS on the whole thing. This was absolutely staged. In my opinion, she had some sort of assistant or something film her. This is like over 2 hours away from her home. She's out here doing some sort of, I don't know, shoot or something. She had this person film it on their phone and then release it and say, hey, look, I spotted Meghan in the wild. No way. Everything she does is calculated. It's going to be some sort, I can't even say it's ARO because I don't think she puts any work into that. My funny thought was, oh, I bet it's for that Netflix gardening show that she's supposedly working on as well. Who knows? Pretending this is her garden, perhaps. I really couldn't tell you. I can't be bothered. This is ridiculous. I think it's funny that we're supposed to pretend like this person just happened upon Meghan in the wild. Yeah, she seems so happy and approachable. No, this is all BS. It's because they couldn't get more negative publicity if they, well, they could. If they tried, they just keep doing horrible things. And finally, more people are seeing through it. I think that being so terrible to Catherine over and over again, and then this latest stunt where they're trying to upstage Catherine with this bullshit. Obviously it failed spectacularly, but also it just shows how evil the pair of them are. So I think I think there's a new word for desperate, and it's Meghan and Harry, and I think that's where they're at. So much negativity coming out. She had to do something. So she's like, oh, I know. I'll do my parking lot walk, but instead of a parking lot this time, it'll just be a park. Nothing is ever on accident with these two. This is totally on purpose. Tell me what you think is going on in the comments. From one half of the ridiculous duo to the other, let's talk about this. Prince Harry deliberately destroyed potential phone hacking evidence. Court hears. Dun, dun, dun. This comes out of Express. Communications between Prince Harry and a series of people are being requested as part of a fresh evidence probe. Ooh, I hope he goes down for this. I really do. This crayon eating prick. I just can't with both of them. They're just awful people. And I think it's great that it sounds like he might be in a little bit of trouble for this. I'm sure he'll weasel his way out. I'm not so optimistic that this will be his undoing, but damn, I'm glad more people can see how evil they are. All right, so Prince Harry deliberately destroyed potential evidence relating to his high court phone hacking claim against a major UK publisher. It's been claimed. News group newspapers, publishers of The Sun, is trying to get a hold of emails, text messages, and WhatsApp messages both sent and received by that one. Representatives are also allegedly trying to access 2 encrypted hard drives among the probe into Harry's communications. Can you imagine what Harry's communications are like? Oh, I can't. I cannot. I doubt that dude can string like 3 words together to make sense. But I think this is great. I'm here for it. Again, it's not that I think anything will come of it, truly. I think he'll just try to sue his way out of it. But again, great. I don't think he should get away with any of this crap. So on Thursday, an attorney for the publisher of The Sun accused Prince Harry of engaging in shocking and extraordinary, I never can't say that word. You know what I mean? By destroying evidence it was seeking in his lawsuit, claiming the newspaper violated his privacy by unlawfully snooping on him. Oh, come on, computer people. Get out there and find that evidence and show us. I need to see all the details. I need to see what that prick was hiding and has potentially destroyed. I'm just very feisty today. I really am. I'm caffeinated and I'm feisty. And I just can't with these two. It's more than, oh, they're the worst. No, they truly are the worst. Just think about all this. They have been bullying Catherine, Princess of Wales, while she's out undergoing chemotherapy. Their squad have been just evil and vile, and they're not doing a thing to stop it. So they are behind it, in my opinion. And then you get more stuff. I mean, it just never stops. More stuff like this. Like, oh yeah, not only are they evil, vile, vicious people set on destroying both families, you get stuff like this. Oh yeah, also he's destroying court evidence as well. It's like, what? They're the worst. In every way, they are the worst. They will make up lies. They will lie to everyone and never, there's no explaining, but do you know what I mean? Like, they just do things like this and then they lie. And then instead of admitting to it, they try to shut down other people's freedom of speech. I'm just at my wit's end. I really am. The article goes on to explain that this has to do with being accused of deliberately destroying text messages with the ghostwriter of that book, right? Todger Cream. Of course, Harry's lawyer is like, no, unconscious bias. No, they call it classic fishing expedition. That's what they do in court, doofus. They have to pull evidence from both sides and, breathe, Jen, breathe. Anyway, all right. So, of course, his attorney, David Shelbourne, is probably smiling from ear to ear and giddy in all the pictures because he's getting a big fat payday. So while Hasnoball's team is claiming unconscious bias, the other side's explaining that Harry created a, quote, an obstacle course. The thing is, normally I'd be like, oh, well, clearly he's purposely making things murky, but I think he's that dumb. It's hard to say if it was on purpose or if he just can't do simple tasks. Probably some of both. But I think this is great. I really hope it comes back to bite them both. And I hope more of this kind of behavior is exposed. Remember not that long ago when Doofus accused John Travolta of, quote, dining out on Diana's memory? I'd like to remind you that was during a speech that John Travolta was meant to give acknowledging Harry. So of course he's going to relate it back to Diana. He had an actual reason to talk about Diana. Harry, meanwhile, is dining out on Diana's memory. I believe, in my opinion, that he cannot go any lower. So he's like, well, better trot out Diana again. It's the same thing Meghan does with Doria. Where is Doria, by the way? So I saw the best, opinion about this. I wish I could give credit. I don't know who said it, but you're very intelligent. Explain that so many, we know so many terrible things happen to everybody. Everybody goes through loss and things. Most people, it takes us a while, but we do get on with our lives. We find a way. Even if it's still painful, you find a way to get on. Harry, who's claiming to be a mental health advocate, I guess, now, even though he couldn't figure it out for Meghan, he's talking about mental health, right? But he's essentially encouraging people to stay stuck in this process and to use it anytime things get hard. And it is the opposite of what, one is supposed to do in situations like this. All right, let's talk about this. I'm excited to get into this. So there is a story out in the Daily Mail about, well, I'll just read it. Richard Eden, why the truth of Taylor Swift's royal selfie is very different to what Harry and Meghan's Sussex squad would have you believe. All right. I'm going to highlight this article for you. It is worth the read. It is hilarious. I'm not going to read it all because I have more stuff I want to talk about that painting. But it is funny because he's pointing out how the lemon rats are up in arms and saying, oh, well, this is just so childish and juvenile. Prince William copied because Meghan and Harry did it first with Beyonce. What are we talking about there? No, that's not what happened. They're rewriting history. Harry and Meghan made fools of themselves in front of Beyonce, begging for work on the red carpet. Don't get gleeful pictures like this of happy posing together and all of that. Instead, you have photos like this where Beyonce is cringing in embarrassment and covering her face out of the shock of these two grifters, being grifters on the red carpet. I don't recall Prince William begging Taylor Swift for a job for Catherine, Princess of Wales. It's just so ridiculous to even say that they're even kind of similar. And I don't see Beyonce coming to the aid of Harry and Meghan. I think she wants to distance and seems to be distancing herself as far away as possible, and rightly so. All right, I can't stand it anymore. Let's talk these paintings. You guys, I have an art expert here with me. Now, what we're not going to do, I'm not going to bash the painter. I know nothing about him. He is known to... He was the youngest painter to do a portrait of Her Majesty the late Queen. He's done some reimagining as Harry as Charles Edward Stuart, and Meghan's the White Queen, and I don't care about any of that. I'm just thinking about Meghan's reaction to these paintings. It's too funny. I actually have an art expert here with me to weigh in.
Hey everybody, it's Jay, also known as Dr. Bad Vibes. But did you know that I have an art degree? I actually do. That's not I don't use it. I just took enough classes in college to be able to say that. So I'm going to weigh in with my expertise, I guess. So I have no idea who this artist is. I don't know what the intent is behind these paintings. So I'm just kind of going to call it like I see it. So it's the style is Impressionism, which is, it originated from France, and you may know some famous artists like Monet and Van Gogh. I don't know what the intent was with these. I mean, we've got Harry looking like a giddy little gremlin, like a cartoon leprechaun or something. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Again, I'm not trying to dump on the artist. I have no idea who it is. But, that one's just kind of like, yeah. That's all I see when I look at it. And then we have Meghan, who, as soon as I saw that one, honestly, all I could think of were the Blue Meanies from the Yellow Submarine animated film, the Beatles thing. And she is blue, and she's rumored to be quite a meanie. So maybe that's what the intent was. He did a good job capturing the very tight neck and clenched jaw, despite being bedazzled in things that she's never worn before that I'm aware of. She's still quite angry. And I can't imagine either of them would be happy with this. I mean, again, it's Impressionism. It's not supposed to be, spot on realism, but the choices made, I don't like, why blue?
I don't know.
She likes to identify herself with different colors. I don't think blue is one of them, so maybe he was just taking the safe road. I don't know. Anyways, if you want to see more of me, you can find me on YouTube and Twitch as Dr. Bad Vibes. I read silly news, and sometimes I even draw things too. I even did a drawing of Harry and Meghan before. Ask yourselves, who did it better? Let me know in the comments.
You really did use your art degree. Well done. And also, has anybody asked Meghan if she's okay? I'm guessing she's not after seeing this. I wouldn't be. Then how much do you want to bet the idiot lemon rats that have no idea about historical anything heard the White Queen and immediately got pissed off? Oh, God, it's never not funny to me. Well, guys, I'm off to do some painting and take a selfie with Taylor, of course, and then to destroy some evidence in a court case, because that's a thing that people do. Oh, God. Oh, and then maybe do a pap walk where I pretend like I'm very friendly and approachable, while staying far, far away. Oh, guys, this is fun. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. So much ridiculousness coming out. I thought this would be a fun way to tackle it all. I got lots of good stuff coming up, you guys. I'm very excited. I just got to sit down with Winning Communication, and we have a video to put out together. I'm very excited about that. So you should see that probably over the weekend, just depending on scheduling. I'm doing a live on Sunday with Stephanie of the Sidley Twins. I'm filling in for Nancy while she's out of town. So you can check me out over there on the Twin Talk on Sunday. And then I should be hosting a live here on my channel directly afterwards. So it'll be around, the live here on my channel, I think will be around 4 p.m. Eastern time. And the Sidley Twins is around 3 p.m. Eastern time. So check all of that out. That's on Sunday. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm dying to know your thoughts on everything. Tell me. Just fill me in on everything. I hope you enjoyed this, and I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Truly have the best day, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.